Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Richard N, and today you're welcome to another edition with Cloud Meter. And today we're going to talk about SSH keygen and how to generate an SSH keygen on your Windows machine. So today I'm going to be doing this using a Windows 10 PC, as you can see from the title of the slide. So before I go forward to generating an SSH key, I'm going to talk a little bit about the SSH key and as well as add this slide to the bottom of the video or to the description when I'm done. And then you should be able to download and then use for yourself as well. So I'm going to have to explain what the SSH keygen actually does. And as I can see here, the SSH keygen is a command line utility that is used to generate. It doesn't only generate, it's also used to manage and convert authentication keys for SSH or secure shell. Now, the stuff here is SSH and the secure shell. You know that SSH works with port 22 and is used to access servers or remote computers and all of that. Even if you are in cloud computing, you are going to have to work with SSH a lot. If you are used to deploying servers like Linux servers, maybe cloud servers or whatever, of course is something that you are going to come across a lot. So SSH keys, they are loved or preferred because they provide some level of secure and convenient way to authenticate to remote servers. And then when you use SSH keys, the benefit is that you don't have to rely on passwords anymore, as you won't even need them. Okay, so let us now talk about the different types of SSH keys. So the types include the the reverse Shamir Handleman, which is also known as the RSA. Now, the RSA is a widely used public key ecosystem and is very stable for communications and digital signatures. And you know, for everything that we are doing here, all about this stuff, we talk about their sizes, and the sizes are measured in bits. So for RSA, it is one of the most preferred, and the bit sizes are stuff like 2048 and 4096. Okay. Now, with a minimum of 2048 bits, you can see that actually the RSA or the reverse Shamir Anduman is the most recommended and the most preferred because it offers higher security for your cloud-based platforms. And then we have the digital signature algorithm, or the DSA. So the DSA is another type of SSH key that works with an older algorithm, and is designed for digital signatures. But then it is less commonly used, and it is criticized for being able to offer weaker security when compared to the modern ones like the RSSA and the rest of them. Then the bit sizes for or this digital signature algorithm is just the likes of 1024, this one. And then we also have that it is not recommended because it is not strong enough, so it does not get much recommendation from security practitioners. And then we can go to the next one, which is the ECDSA, or the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm. And this one is based on an elliptic curve cryptography, as it provides the same level of security as the RSA. So in terms of security, the ECDSA actually is something that you can actually consider after the RSA. And then, but the only difference is that the ECDSA offers smaller key sizes, and then this also makes it efficient in its own way. Then when it comes to bit sizes, we have stuff like 256. This one is actually very, very small compared to what we have with RSA. And then we also have 384 bits, and then we have 521 bits. And then this CCLSA, I must point out that it is used because it offers what strong security, and even though with its small bit sizes or bit lengths. And then we have the next one, which will be our ED25519, and this one is described as a modern elliptic curve signing signature or curve signing algorithm, and it is known for its speed and security, and also it has a small key size and is highly secure and efficient. So this also means that in terms when you're not using the RSA or the ECDSA, the next thing you should consider should be the ED25519, as it also offers efficiency and then speed and security. But then in terms of security size, sorry, in terms of bit size and all of that, the ED25519 actually comes in 256 bits, and is gaining a lot of recognition and acceptance so far as one of the preferred modern application uses, due to the fact that it is what very, very robust. So now that we've talked about this this theoretical part, let us now go and try to generate our SSH key. And just if you're wondering what SSH, or how you can use your SSH, your SSH can, I mean, your SSH key can actually be used when you are provisioning a server. For instance, if you are in Microsoft Azure, or in your Google Cloud platform, or you are in your Amazon Cloud, and then you want to just try to provision a VM, like like a virtual machine, you can use one of the keys provided for you when you generate the SSH. I mean the SSH keygen. You can use one of the keys called the public key to be able to provision that server. And then when you want to log into the server and then manage the server using your maybe your mobile extern, or maybe your POTI, or any of the terminals out there, like maybe Cockpit and the rest of them, you can then impute the private key to be able to access the same server. So this actually helps you to make use of your server without needing any password at all. So let us see how we can actually generate the key with our Windows 10 machine. So how do you generate an SSH key using your Windows 10 machine? So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into your now you want to go into your directory, or into your folders. And then when you get into your folders, you want to go to your documents. Me, I love doing it on my documents. And then when you're on your documents, you click on a new folder. And then as you click on a new folder, you can just name it. You can name it maybe you can just name it anything you like. Me, I want to call it server one. So just assume I want to. So this one is in terms of maybe like if I want to like provision it for different servers, I can call this server A or server one. Then I'll hit enter, and then I'm going to open the directory. And when I open it now, I'm so sorry. So I'm going to go to my documents, and then there is a server one, and in this server, come on now, come on. There's going to be a document, and I'm going to my server, and on the server, this is the path to the document I've created. So I'm going to copy it. Then when I copy it now, you can generate your SSH key using your PowerShell. So I'm going to go to my PowerShell, and I'm going to type in it, and then I'm going to open it up. So this is my PowerShell now, and I can now perform my key generation here. So to perform the key generation here, you have to make sure that it will be written inside the folder that you just created, which is a server folder. So to do that, I will type in the CD, and then specifying where I want this to be done, which is the server folder, and then that is the link there. And then of course I am now in. Now our mission is to generate the RSA 4096 bit key, SSH key. And so to do that now, we need to specify that using a bash code. And then what is the bash code? The bash code is going to be SSH slash keygen, and then we're going to specify the type by doing a minus T, and then we're going to also specify the bit size. But then before the bit size, we need to specify the type, which is what, RSA, and then we're going to give a space, and then we're going to do a minus also the B to specify the bit size. So the bit size is going to be 4096. So now that is the 4096 that we just entered. Then the next thing is to hit the enter button on your keyboard. So I've hit the enter button, and you can see it says generating public private RSA key pair. So the thing here is that it generates two pairs, which is one is going to be private and one is going to be what, the public. So you can see it here, say generating public slash private RSA key pair. So now it's saying enter file in which to save the key. So me, I'm going to name the key. I'm just going to name it. I'm going to name it uh, key 12, and I'm going to hit enter. So that will be the name of our key when we are done. And then it's asking me to enter paraphrase, blah, 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 for no paraphrase. I'll just hit enter. And then it says same paraphrase, of course, because I used enter in the first instance, which is here. I'm still going to use another enter here again, so I'll just hit enter. When I do that now, my work will be what? My work is done. So you can now see that actually I've been able to generate the key. Once you see this small RSA box here with all these signal, all these funny letterings, you know that you are done with this job. So at this point, I'm done with it. And the next thing is for me to work to view what I created. So I can now close my PowerShell. So I'll close the PowerShell, and then these are my keys. You can see that it was generated inside the server folder that I created. So let us now view the keys generated and then see how it looks like. So this is two keys. Now the first one that has a pub attached to the name shows you clearly that is the public key, and you can see that even the size is actually smaller because it's just a kilobyte. And then we have the second file, which is key 12, which actually has 4 kilobyte size. So between the two of them, the one below is the public key, which you're going to select when you are provisioning for the server. So the next one is the private key. Now the private key is what you're going to use as a password to log into the server when you are finished provisioning for the server. So let us now see what it looks like. So let us first of all view the public key and see how it looks like. So I'm going to click on open with, and when I click on open with, I'm going to open with what? With notepad. And I can see what it looks like here. This is what the public key looks like. You can see it's quite small. It's not that big. So let us now see what the private key looks like. So let me show you what the private key. So I'm going to say open with, and I'm going to come back to notepad, and I'm going to click on open. So you can see that between the private and the public key, there is quite a huge difference in size. I think this one is more or less more than 1,000 words. I mean, maybe more than 1,000 letters in that makes up a code. So yours is just to come in here and then select it when you're provisioning for your server, and then you'll be good. And then when you're trying to access your server using any of the terminals, Cockpit, maybe Mobile Xterm, Potty, or the rest of them, just have to select this one and then copy it and paste, and then you'll be good to go. So this is just how to generate SSH key pair, and we did this using a Windows 10 machine. And I hope today that you're able to understand it, and I hope that you can be able to generate or replicate the same process on your own machine and then be able to generate it for yourself. So that is it for today, guys. Remember to keep a date with us at at Cloud Meters. We're going to be releasing more interesting videos as related to cloud. So make sure you give us a thumbs up, comment on this video to share your experience, and then help us to also um, share the video and subscribe to the channel, and then see you in the next video. Bye bye.